You may have seen these few meandering across the pavement and immediately observed their color, and it made an estimate of what winter will be like. As Chief Meteorologist Chad Merrill explains, woolly worms can't accurately predict the winter.
Now, Christian, Jennifer and Nalin sent us this photo of a woolly worm that she spotted in her backyard. Now, I'll show you this picture real quick. Now, just by looking at this woolly worm, can you tell me what kind of winter that we might have?
Well, seeing here, the beginning and end of this woolly worm is black, which means we'll have a pretty rough beginning and end of this winter. Expect a lot of snow. However, the middle is going to look quite nice, a mild Christmas perhaps for this winter, according to this woolly worm.
Well, I hate to be a Debbie Downer, but the woolly worm is all a myth. The more rain that we get during the growing season, the bigger the woolly worm will become, and a healthy growing season leads to these narrow red-orange bands in the middle of the worm, which Folklore interprets as a mild stretch of weather from about January in through February. Now, the color indicates the age of the woolly worm. So let's say you encounter an older woolly worm. It'll be less black, so it'll be more of a red color just by natural default of how these worms develop through time, and we would interpret that as a mild winter. However, if you encounter a very young woolly worm, chances are it's going to be all black, and we would interpret that as a cold and snowy winter. Now, here's a couple of fun facts for you. Woolly worms survive in temperatures as low as 90 degrees below zero. They hibernate during the cold season, they do freeze, but the cells are protected by hemolymph. Also, they live 2 to 4 weeks before becoming moths. All right, folks, so how did this myth of the woolly worm come about? Dr. Howard Curran did a study back in 1948. He went to Bear Mountain, New York with a reporter, counted the brown bands on 15 different woolly worms, and made a prediction for the winter that was published in the New York Herald Tribune and picked up by the national press, and the rest is history.